UGD coming back at you with the Tanfoglio TA22S, and yeah, I'm going to piddle around a little bit on this gun, fellas, and see if I can improve it, and may end up just wrecking this damn thing, but we'll see what happens. And to tell you a little bit about it, I picked this up on the arms list for right at $130, and it's got a few things that I'd like to address. And so the first thing I'm going to work on here is this aluminum housing. I'm going to first work on this aluminum housing, get this thing off of there. You notice this thing is just crazy loose. And we're going to see in here and see what we got going on. And there's our spring. Looks like that spring is snug in there. Don't want to mess with that too much, unless that's going to release. Nope. That baby is in there. I'm not going to mess with it too much. And there's our push rod. Yeah, it looks like it's in decent shape. That too is aluminum. We're going to try to dress that up a little bit. And that screw, yeah, it does not want to stay in the barrel very well. So, yep, there's a little bit of stripping. Right there. Gonna have to see if we can maybe get that monkey back in there a little bit better. Have to do some thinking on that. But the bluing here has got a little bit of wear, so want to address that also. See if we can clean that up a little bit. So we're going to try to we're going to start working on this little thing and see if we can darken that up a little bit and yeah, make that a little bit better. And first step I'm going to do is give it a good cleaning, make sure there's yeah, no oil or anything on there. I've got my look at that. That is very, very nice. Yeah, autumn, even though it's now winter, but that's what I grabbed. So what I use for that is non-acetone fingernail polish remover. Seems to work best for me. Always pour a little bit into a cap. Set that aside. I'm going to get my towel here a little bit wet. No, that's super wet. That's a little bit insane right there. Let's see if we can get this cleaned up. Oh, the smell is wonderful. Get all that grease and grime off of there. I don't know why I'm doing this. I'll tell you that this Casey's aluminum black, it's really it's been hit or miss with me. I'm either really successful with it or it just doesn't do much for me. So this will be an attempt to try to get this thing looking a little bit better, and may or may not work. Yeah, that's a good enough job there. Guys, this is not, we're not trying to make a show gun here. We're just trying to piddle around and have a little fun and see if we can make it look any better. So we'll get a little bit of that aluminum black on there and see what happens. Let's see. Well, I'm getting a little bit of darkness. A little bit of darkness. Now, I know there's probably a correct way to do this, and I have no idea. I'm sure it's in the instructions, but I'm just going to go with the method that I've used over the years. And that is just kind of get a little bit on your old Q-tip and just keep rubbing it over there. Yeah, that's definitely making an improvement right off the bat. And you can see right there, yeah, that's probably stuff that I wanted off there to begin with. So we'll go to the other side, give it a little bit of rub. I'm sure I should be wearing safety gloves, but nah, we're just going to roll it out just the way it is. Boy, that does look a lot better. Huh, Casey's, you did it, my man. Look at that. That is really improving right off the bat. So let that soak in a little bit there. And fellas, don't try this at home because I'm sure this is completely dangerous and probably will make you sterile without wearing gloves. I have 3 little boys. I have done my breeding. So keep getting it in there a little bit. Let it set up a little bit. Now you can see that the gate was about the same color as this tube. And we'll do a little comparison here in a second, just see what we got. But yeah, so far, that's working out pretty good. Got a little spot there. Not going to do much there. Not going to be able to make that perfect. Nope. All right, let's give her a little wipe and see what we got there. Oh, yeah, that's a lot better. Do have just a little spot there that, see if we can address that at all. I wonder what we got in there. Might have a little impurity or some schmutz. As a technical term for an impurity on a firearm is schmutz. Yeah, comparative. Yeah, a little bit better. I'm not going to have to hit that again. Do another cycle on that. If you're not familiar with the Casey's, the Birchwood Casey's, they do also have the cold blue, which I've got sitting next to us. We're going to use that here in a minute. And that stuff is absolutely fantastic for just doing a little bit of touch-up areas. Always had really good luck on that. Always had real good luck with that stuff. Love it to death. Makes your guns look a lot better. Obviously, that you don't want to get into rebluing and hot bluing and all of that. That's an inexpensive way just to touch a gun up and make it look better. Put one more good liberal coat on here, and we'll just let it sit for a few minutes. See if that oxidization, is that what they call it, gets cooking on that a little bit. We'll get started on this this loading gate right here. Give it a little bit of a wipe down with the acetone, because I poured a god almighty amount on there. Let's see if that can. Yeah, that looks like it's pretty well grease free. Again, guys, this is we're not working at Colt here in the custom shop. We're just trying to make it look a little better. And yeah, we're getting some turn on that. Nice. Very nice. Very nice. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. A bit of a process. Of course, I'm going to edit the hell out of this to make me look really, really good. Like I know what I'm doing. Gosh, that really is helping quite a bit. You can kind of see right here where I haven't hit any. I'm getting some nice contrast there. So definitely need to get that going there. And the longer you leave this stuff on there, the more it kind of darkens that up. And I'm shooting for pretty dark here. I'd like to get it back to probably what it looked like back in its day. So we'll get that soaked up in there. We'll pay our attention back. We'll get our attention back over here. Give this a wipe down. Take a look at it. Yeah, there we go. That's looking pretty solid right there. Huh, look at that. Pretty inexpensive way to get it back to not factory, but looking a whole lot better. Looking a whole lot better. Go over here and take a look. Oh yeah, I'm liking that. Now you got some discoloration right here. You can see that. Not much you can do about that sometimes, but we're going to get in there and give it an effort and see if we can kind of get that contrast out of there. Yeah, it looks like we're going to be stuck with that. Well, it's trying. It's trying. And I don't know if the camera's going to be picking up. You can pick this up, but you can see how it works and the different color changes that's happening in the aluminum in different spots. And I have no idea why it does that. I'm sure there is a scientist out there that could probably explain it to us in a way that we would not understand completely. And frankly, I don't care. I just want to learn how to do it and make it look as the best I can make it look. So get some on the back here, get some down there. Yeah, get that in there. All right. I'm going to go ahead and hit this tube one more time because I've got a lot of Q-tips. I just bought some, so I can just get after it all I want. We'll do one more coat on this thing. Let it set up. One more coat. You can see it's still, trying to darken up a little bit more. I think the darker the better on this application. So, yeah, look at there. Boy, isn't that nice? So I'm going to have that one little blemish in there. $130 gun. I guess I can't complain too much. Can't complain too much. Now, if you guys try this at home, you do it at your own risk. I don't know if you'll be able to do it as well as a trained semi-pro professional like myself. There we go. I'll go back over here and give this a little bit of a wipe down. See how we're liking that. Yeah, I am liking that a lot. Thinking that dog will definitely hunt. Looks a lot better on the inside. Solid, solid. All right, so there we go with the aluminum black. I think I'm going to set that. The aluminum black is done. It is some nasty, gnarly stuff. It does say danger, poison, corrosive, may be fatal if swallowed. Okay, I thought we were in trouble here because, well, that sentence just kind of falls off there. May be fatal. Well, why in the hell would it be fatal? Well, if it's swallowed, which I've avoided that every time I've used it. So I'm going to survive. Get this cleaned up a little bit here. Oh, yeah, that's solid. Yeah, that's what I want to accomplish. Guys, this is not going to look brand new, nor should it. I mean, this thing is probably a 40, 50-year-old gun. It doesn't need to look brand new. Hit that with a little bit of oil on there later. Woo, we might have something cooking here. Now, here's another issue we got in here. We got a little bit of filth and grime, so let's give that a good cleaning right there because we want to get in there with a little bit of that bluing and see if we can shape that up a little bit. Plus, it's okay to clean your guns every once in a while. If you're going to take them apart, get in there and do some work. Now, the super blue is what I use, and it's a liquid blue, and this is just for touch-up. It's extra strength, steel blue. Now, this is danger, poison, corrosive, may be fatal if swallowed. So this one definitely did the right on the sentence. I mean, hell, yeah, that would have helped a lot right there. That kind of panicked me for a second. So we'll get this open here. And I do the same type of application. I just want to get a little bit on a Q-tip and kind of see what kind of damage I can do. And this is a nice place to do it because it is in a hidden spot. So let's get in there. And you just kind of lay some over there, and there you go, fellas. You can just see that just disappear. Isn't that nice? We got a little spot right here we want to hit. See if we can get that to disappear. Hopefully the camera is picking this up because this is really fun stuff to use for me. I just love the instant gratification of this working. Boy, that, oh yeah, giddy up. Absolutely. Exactly what I expected from my Birchwood KC Super Blue liquid gun bluing. Give a little rub there. Yeah, much better, much better. Excellent, 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 excellent. So again, it doesn't look brand new. It's not going to look brand new. Guys, this is cold blue. It's not going to look like the factory. So that side is done. Now I got to be careful. I got the spring winging around here. I got a little bit of the old holster rub on the barrel. A little bit of that holster rub. I'm going to try to see if we can kind of dab that up a little bit. See if we can get that to go. Look at that. Gone. Isn't that stuff great? Look at that. Again, I'm not trying to make it look new, but boy, does that just shape it right up. Get that with a little bit of oil later. That's going to shine up nicely. Yeah, that's all I wanted to accomplish there. Now, the other spot that I was looking at was, and I've kind of cleaned on this a little bit, but I'm not getting much help here. There's just a little bit of corrosion right here, and I don't think I'm going to be able to help it much, but let's get in there and see what happens. Let's see what happens. Yeah. Not going to improve it too much. That's just going to kind of be there all the way. So, next thing I want to do is I've got this, I've got the rod here. I'm going to go ahead and just dip that in there, see what happens. Look at that. Simple, simple. Now, for all you safety people out there, yes, this is glove-free. Absolutely glove-free. And again, not looking brand new, but look at the improvement on that right off the bat, guys. Now, the key to this stuff is you got to give it a good wipe. If you're doing a bigger area, a lot of times I'll break out some quad-aught, 4-aught steel wool and go over it and give it a light buffing. And that usually improves it quite a bit. Yeah, I'll tell you what, I'm just kind of liking where that's at right here. Yeah, that doesn't look too bad to me. I'm going to dig that and just leave that alone. Yeah, let's take a look at here. Yeah, we're going to do something about that. I'm going to get that shaped up. Oh, that is pretty grungy in there. Going to probably have to break out the toothbrush on that and get that just looking a little bit better, hopefully. Get some of that oil and grease off of there. That is gnarly. Guys, I know we've all been out there looking at used guns, and you come across the people that frankly just don't give a damn how they take care of their guns. Part of the enjoyment of owning a firearm for me is cleaning it. I do enjoy cleaning my firearms. I like spending time with my guns, like fondling my guns, if you will. Bringing it back in the aluminum black. Let's see here. Get a fresh Q-tip. And we're going to hit that push rod. See if we can get this thing shaped up. Let's go hit it. Oh, look at that. Right away. Hopefully the camera is just nailing that because that is awesome. And a lot of times, like I said, this stuff is hit or miss. And I've had aluminum receivers on a Mossberg 500, older one too. Probably dated back to the 60s. Just would not take. This aluminum black would not take to. But this old gun right here is loving it. The aluminum parts are really digging what I'm doing to it. And it is definitely improving the look of this gun. Very happy with that. Whew. Solid. Let that set up for a few minutes. All right, the next issue that we're going to be addressing on this old hot rod, if you saw the first look, this is a scary thing, but we're going to do it. That is sharp right there, fellas. That is, I'm going to use the word deadly. That is deadly right there. So there's only one way to make that right. You got to go with the files. So let's grab the right one. Go with something that's not very aggressive, because this is some fine work right here. This is the kind of work that craftsmen do, but I'm going to give it a go because I am definitely far from a craftsman. This is not much pressure, just kind of giving a little how you do, little what's for. And you can see I'm resting my finger where I think I want the file to go, so it doesn't slip around too much on me. And get a little bit more aggressive with it. Yeah, that's helping that. I like that. That's definitely getting there. So now that I'm happy with my result, I know how aggressive the metal's going to go. Now I can get after it a little bit. And keep that finger there to guide it. Yeah, that's a little better right there. That is a little better. That file, I'm going to switch it up. We're going to go to a flatter one. We're going to go to a different file. Have to break out something. Yeah, that'll work right there. That'll do it. Done. Let's make sure we're on. Yeah, you can see the shavings are starting to come off good. Yeah, this might be the right file right here. Get a little bend to that. Yeah, that's a little better. That's a little better. Now, I know there's guys out there that would grab the Dremel and throw that baby on 150,000 revolutions per second and just get after it. I am not that guy. I've learned my lesson the hard way on Dremels. They take off a lot of material very quickly, and that is stuff you can't put back. Especially if this gun, if I end up keeping it, you know, I don't know where you get a new hammer for it. Yeah, I'm liking that a little bit. Liking that a little bit better. I'm going to kind of leave it right there. Got a little bit softer. Pretty happy with that. And this is where you jump back in. Get some of your Birchwood Casey Super Blue and just give it a little touch there where you were working. Get it all fixed up there. All right. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Set that aside. Get that off of there. Oh, forgot all about my push rod here. Gosh, then that list, look how much better that looks. That is awesome. Kudos to Birchwood. Really, really nice on that. Okay, bluing work, I think, is done. I think the aluminum work's done. Now, here's the problem we were facing earlier. We had this screw here. Oh, I probably should blue this screw. Yeah, better blue it. Already got my hands loaded up with nasty, poisonous stuff. I'm going to have to give myself a good bathe. All right, get on there. Yeah, a little touch up there. Yeah, there you go. There we go. There we go. Yeah, that definitely works. Looks good. All right, so we had a little bit of an issue with this ejector tube. It's just not threading in there, and then when it pulled it apart, there was some stripping in the threading. So, yeah, that is a problem. How am I going to address that problem? Not sure. Well, first thing is I've got to think about is, am I going to do any more damage to the barrel? And I don't think I can because I think it's there. The next thing is I need that to lock in there. Now, this ejector tube, a lot of the weight is carried down here, right here on the lip into the frame. And so, you can be a little bit generous. You can be, you don't have to have something on there that's locked down with a lot of torque. So before I do anything in there, before I get this back on, I went ahead and hit this with a little bit of oil because that is going to neutralize the bluing. And it's going to get that bluing set up ready for use later on. I'm going to put some oil on here to get that bluing to neutralize a little bit and to help protect the gun. Get a little blue, get a little in there. Woo-doo. Not go crazy, but enough to keep it protected. Don't want it to rust while it's in there. And get a little more on there. Get the spring a little how you do. Okay, now here's the problem we got to solve. Here's the problem we have to solve. We've got to get this thing to give a little bit better seed in there. And I don't know exactly how to do that other than maybe some Loctite. And this is medium strength, so maybe should have gone with higher strength. Take it apart again. That's a little better. Slide this all together. It'll want to go as a match pair. Now, like I said, this is a lot of the weight is carried right here. A lot of the pressure is right here. This is where it needs to really seed. Very little is held back here. So my idea is to fill this with Loctite and put the screw in and hope it sets up. And I may just be wasting my time here. I'm sure there's somebody right now just screaming what a fool I am, but yeah, let's do it. That's the fun part about learning. That's a lot of Loctite. God almighty. Might have overdone it there a little bit. Let's get a clean one. All right, now that looks like it is ready to go. In fact, that's about exactly what I was thinking in my head it would look like. Funny how stuff works out sometimes. Let's get that down. And I can see the Loctite through the hole, which is a good sign. And let's see if we can get some bite in there. Oh, boy, just not getting any bite. Not getting any bite, fellas. That is too bad. That is too bad. Well, we'll see if that Loctite will set up and hold it, which, who knows. All right. So that was just a couple of quick little things I wanted to do to the firearm. I'm going to, of course, set this aside and let it sit for a while. Things that I will do to the aluminum is I will hit it with some oil here in a little bit after it completely dries out, and hopefully stop that black. But I'll do some side-by-sides. Hopefully you can see the change in it. I mean, I'm real happy with what it looks like now. And, you know, if that Loctite sets up, does what it's supposed to do, in my mind, and, you know, I think I've got that cured for the most part. After that, it's probably going to be a tap and different size screw in there to get that thing right. But this is UGD coming at you with a few things that I was messing around with on this Tanfoglio TA22S. If you liked the video, hit the like button. If you, you thought that I'm probably going to be dead soon because I didn't wear gloves, hit the dislike. And please subscribe.